Che riprendiamo dove avevamo lasciato. Continua. Un attimo, devo vedere una cosa. Ok.
You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it. Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Right? So, always keep a jump jet handy.
Ok, vediamo un po' cosa dobbiamo fare. Raggiungi il Nexus a bordo del tram, giusto? Dobbiamo raggiungere il Nexus.
I need engineering to secure all connections from the Ark to the Nexus.
What's the priority?
Start running power and data links first, then move to secondary comm traffic.
Got it. I'll follow up with their engineers later.
Siamo arrivati alla nuova cittadella, secondo me. La cittadella di Mass Effect Andromeda. Non mi piace questa roba di specie di blur. Dove sono le impostazioni? Qua. Gioco, impostazioni. Uscita video. Uscita video. Nostro triplo buffering, grafica. Ecco, togliamo il motion blur. Ok, l'effetto pellicola mi sembra che mi faceva cacare, fammi vedere un attimo. Se l'audio la finisse anche di fare lo stronzo. Il triple buffering penso per i caricamenti comunque. Per i caricamenti più veloci della grafica. Oh, l'effetto pellicola ci sta alla fine. Questo gioco non mi porta fastidio, devo dire la verità. Aberrazione cromatica, vediamo che cosa intende un attimo. E poi basta. No, era qui. Se non vedo... Oh, oddio, se non lo vedo visivamente la differenza non noto. Ma così ad occhio non vedo molta differenza. Il fatto è che devi prendere due immagini, metterle accanto e capire. I colori sono più... meno naturali in effetti se la metto quell'altro, così sembra, va bene, andiamo, va. Il blur già è tanta roba che non c'è. Preferisco così.
I've just updated the charts.
I want to see crew assignments first. Start with non-essential personnel.
Contenitore Omnigel prendi.
Okay, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know the docking procedures are now in effect. We've got 20,000 colonists still asleep, and we'll need somewhere to put them when the alarm clock goes off. As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving. Any questions so far?
Il road
How
funziona.
do we handle deaths that occurred in transit?
Right. It's an unfortunate fact that not everyone will have survived the voyage. We've already got scattered reports of medical problems from that dark
Vabbè,
energy.
queste sono robe generali, non mi interessano più di tanto. Comandi tram, ok, prendiamo il tram e andiamo al Nexus.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
It means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one.
Oh, sarebbe bello visto che è in costruzione, se piano piano che andiamo avanti viene costruito.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
D'accordo, ancora.
Here we are.
Mantieni Y per tracciare. Che vuol dire? Vabbè.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
Ma è troppo buio. Ignota, nuova zona
Oh, this
scoperta.
can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
Eh sì.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Non credo proprio sia una festa di sorpresa. Oh, anche qui c'è la Vina. Che ho detto, è la nuova cittadella.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Immigrazione, classe Andromeda, Nexus, sistemazione dei coloni, sconnessione che anno siamo. Immigrazione.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
Dovrò fare una cosa.
How does the immigration process work?
Where? Place is deserted.
Ah, si schippa così.
Where? Place is deserted.
Galassia Andromeda.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Nexus.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
No, sistemazione dei coloni.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, Habitat 7. the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5. Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds.
Insomma, il pianeta 7, l'habitat 7 l'abbiamo visto. Non è per niente.
Habitat 7? That's where we landed.
Infatti. Stavo di quello con lì e mi sa che non è aggiornato. In che anno siamo?
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Disconnessione.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Nel Nexus c'è qualcosa che non cosa.
Plants are still alive.
Le piante sono ancora vive. Qui non si può
It's like
saltare.
they didn't finish building it.
Cosa sono questi? Attrezzatura idroponica. Ok, questo è per coltivare piante.
This place should be packed with people.
Ma non c'è nessuno, come vedi. Terminale non è computerizzato, vabbè. È un terminale. Terrario. Altri terrari. Penso devo salire di sopra, secondo me. Anche perché di qua non si può andare. È bloccato qua. O no?
There's a
No.
guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
C'è un tizio. Operaio. Organismo basato su DNA, 100% umano. Ogni proprietario si tratta di un membro della squadra di supporto al Nexus, attualmente assegnato alla riparazione elettrica. Ok.
Hi there.
E che sta a fa?
We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an arc?
C'è qualche problema? Esatto, c'è qualche problema?
This is the Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Oh, Turian. C'è
I'm Tyrion
Turian.
Tendrils. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Sarah Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Invece siamo qui perché? Invece siamo qui, diciamo.
Well, I've got a ship.
And no sign of the others. We shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Da un anno sono così.
I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Madonna.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Cassa di rifornimenti. Cassa di rifornimenti standard. Ok.
Ryder, we should get to the tram. A lot of people will want to see you.
Sì, ma io prima voglio vedere che c'è qui sopra.
Let's go. We can't keep everyone waiting.
Un attimo, aspetta, corre. Ah, ok, non c'è nulla, non si può salire da nessuna parte. Ok. Immaginavo.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
Ah,
This day just keeps getting...
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
oh, ci sono pure Krogan. Bella che si illumina l'armatura, natura.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Questo cognome mi dice qualcosa. Ma è proprio lui? Quello che ha fatto gli esperimenti per curare la gelofagia? È proprio lui, mi sa. No. Assomigliava a quello là però il nome. Chissà come si chiamava quello là allora. Mi assomiglia il nome al tizio... Al tizio quello là che ha fatto gli esperimenti sul curare la genofagia. Mi sono sbagliato. Significa di più per noi, siamo qui per aiutarvi. Siamo qui per aiutarvi.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead.
Sì.
Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
Ah.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Sono pronta, mio padre la sapeva lunga. Speriamo non avete alternative. Sono pronta.
I'm ready to step up and do what needs to be done. I can handle it.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. I hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job
Non mi piace la voce del Krogan,
At
è
least the
troppo
Pathfinder
troppo
here seems willing to
base.
try. We could use a fresh perspective.
Troppo alta.
You've heard my
Vabbè.
concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Dobbiamo fare una voce più bassa.
We're all feeling the
Magari è
pressure.
solo lui che è così.
Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
È un casino, grazie per l'aiuto. Diciamo è un casino.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Questo mi sa che non è maschio, è una donna quel Krogan. Però non è vestita da Krogan maschio, non lo so, non ha una voce da Krogan, non so perché.
Handling something big, is she? I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it your way. You know what the priority needs are anyway. Thank you.
Attracca al Nexus, parla con il direttore Tan nel quartier generale dei pionieri. Questo è un Turian, verde però.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy, juicy power.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
How the hell should I know?
Excellent. Let's go over the document checklist, shall we?
If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Che c'ha questa Edison?
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Calma, è morto.
Tired from dealing with everything. And right now I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Volevo che fosse il pioniere, ormai non c'è più, ormai non c'è più.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Sì, ma non giustifica. Che stronza questa, madonna mia. Posizione di direttrice coloniale.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Perché è così pessimista questo rapporto con mio padre?
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Piano per incontri ostili.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is.
È molto frustrata sta tizia, sicuro.
We're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Idee sulla strana tecnologia.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied?
On Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Fallimenti degli avamposti.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by
Visto,
Tan,
Nexus era una
or
cittadella,
even
era
me.
pensato. Ma era normale. Ora devo andare.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Non mi piace questa tizia. Puoi essere frustrata quanto vuoi, però in questa situazione non aiuta di sicuro a comportarsi così. Vabbè, andiamo verso la missione per ora, poi esploriamo qui. Tanto credo che qua ci sia una stanza, sì. Devo parlare col tizio.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Ehi, ciao, Pie. Un attimo, stavo facendo altro. Calma. Ma quando hai scritto? Mezz'ora fa. Avrei scritto massimo 2 minuti fa. Non stavo guardando la chat, stavo facendo altro per un attimo. Ma io te l'ho scritto cosa ho trovato. L'hai letto? Fai il bravo. Stavamo parlando della tua prossima spedizione. Finalmente, quindi vi fidate di me. Finalmente, dice.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
Dobbiamo trovare dei pianeti, ho
And if I fail,
capito.
I guess it's no sweat off your back, right?
Compatibili.
I'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
No, praticamente. Volevo farti parlare sul mio account, ma ti lascio libero. Ma no, posso, se vuoi lo posso fare, cioè non è un problema. Dipende quante pull tu ci vuoi buttare su Scaramuccio o gli altri, cioè. Se devi fare solo una multi non ha senso, cioè, capito? Te la fai tu e te la godi tu da solo. Hai bisogno di me? Tu dimmi da che parte andare. Hai bisogno di me, diciamo.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
In realtà ognuno ha bisogno di entrambi. Uno ha
my
bisogno
ship?
dell'altro. Entrambi
They're
hanno
prepping it
bisogno
now
l'uno
in the docking
dell'altro.
bay. The coordinates for Eos will be
Che
in
le
the
cose
computer.
vadano bene.
And when you have a moment, we
È
should
un vantaggio
discuss
per
the missing
entrambi.
marks.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Come deve dire,
No,
Sam?
I'm fine.
Però mi preoccupa una cosa, che non hanno fatto il drip marketing, Pie.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Le troverò, che fine hanno fatto? Le troverò.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
I problemi del Nexus.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior.
È andato tutto come volevano,
Even the founder
quasi
of the
nulla in
initiative,
realtà.
Garson, is dead.
La morte di Jane Gerson, il disastro del flagello e i misteri dell'Habitat 7. La morte di Jane Gerson.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Jean, si legge Jean. Che stai a fa? Stai a pullare, Pie? Che stai a fa? Non risponde. Il disastro del flagello.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Dove sono i Krogan?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Stavo pensando che comunque, facendo una conclusione, tutte le razze aliene hanno trovato una pace in un certo senso, però. Perché se qui abbiamo sia Sari, sia Krogan, sia Turian, significa che in realtà la landing canonica di Mass Effect 3 è quella che li distrugge i distruttori, i razziatori. Ma in realtà la landing canonica potrebbe essere anche quella che lui lascia che i razziatori facciano quello che devono, in un certo senso, perché comunque alla fine vediamo che c'è la Sari e un bambino che gli racconta la storia, che sono vivi. Perché prima era impossibile, erano tutti nemici, era impossibile riunire Sari, Turian, Salarian tutti insieme. Quindi sicuramente l'ending canonica è quella là che Shepard si sacrifica e distrugge i distruttori, praticamente li ha dei distruttori, i distruttori muoiono, in poche parole. Odio per i Krogan.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Sounds like the Nexus has had...
Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
I misteri di Habitat 7.
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. Seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about that?
There have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design. Whatever they are, they defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the cat are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
Iniziativa Andromeda.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Le origini dell'iniziativa.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s.
Ah, è stata la creatrice dell'iniziativa, Gerson.
But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Jean Gerson è stata lei che ha avuto l'idea di tutto ciò. Praticamente ha finanziato. Imprenditrice, suppongo. Una specie di Elon Musk di Mass Effect, se dobbiamo metterla così, perché alla fine Elon Musk sta tentando di in un certo senso riuscire ad arrivare su un altro pianeta nel sistema solare, non a livelli di Mass Effect Andromeda, di andare in un'altra galassia addirittura, però alla fine è quello, cioè in modo un po' più piccolo, anche se più piccolo fino a un certo punto, perché non abbiamo le robe per colonizzare un altro pianeta o terraformare un pianeta. Le motivazioni della partenza.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Specie alieni sul Nexus. Non ci sono i Quarian però. Non abbiamo trovato nessun Quarian.
Several initiative species. Many came ahead of the arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Vabbè, lo sappiamo che i Salari non vanno d'accordo di cosa. Abbiamo visto Krogan, Salari, Turian, umani e Asari finora. Non ci sono i Quarian. Oppure la razza di Tain, Drell, si chiamano Drell, sì. Il tuo ruolo.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Siamo allo stallo?
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Immagino. È una bella situazione. Perché dubitano?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Wow, è stata una cosa improvvisa, quindi, comunque. Vivibilità dei pianeti. Ah no, le arche mancanti.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Ci sono altre arche?
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word
Ah, quindi i Quarian hanno ritardato la loro partenza.
It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar,
Ah,
and other
Drelle
species
Yanar,
as
vero?
well.
C'era pure Volus,
Managing all
ma
of
che
their
ci penso.
biological needs cause complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Vivibilità dei pianeti.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Le stazioni avanzate.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Ho capito. Arrivederci.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other.
Ecco,
Our
esatto.
futures depend on each other's success.
Quello che ho detto prima io. Quella è la conclusione del discorso, fondamentalmente. Entrambi dobbiamo avere successo per il bene di entrambi, no? E il di tutti, soprattutto. Oi! Che è successo? Raj Patil.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Questa qua è l'accento indiano comunque. E la chiami paranoia? Paranoico? Diciamo paranoico?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Questa cosa deve finire, hai fatto rapporto in merito? Hai fatto rapporto in merito, dice.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in
Sono
this.
passati 14
You
mesi.
weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sì.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Ma è una missione secondaria questa.
And I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Ma facciamola ora, tanto è una missione di 2 secondi. Dove l'accetto? Non posso tracciare le missioni secondarie? Mi sa di no. Mi dà solo questo, operazione prioritaria. Ah, alleanze e relazioni. Ah, qui incarica Eles, incarica aggiuntivi. Conoscere il Nexus. Missioni completate. Salvataggio alla stazione. Ecco questi. Madonna mia come sono divise le missioni,
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction.
E questo è stato messo.
You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Cosa dice? Devo seguire cosa? Dice puoi seguire i cavi per capire. Ah, qui, ok.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Anche questo è sabotato. E come la... Devo disabilitare la corrente, ma come? Io. Ah, forse devo solo esaminare io comunque, poi se ne occupa lui. Mi sa proprio di sì. Perché mi è scomparso l'obiettivo di questa quella parte.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Addirittura questo è esploso.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Di sopra lì. Che è questo?
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Ok, anche questo è scansionato.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
Mariette. Mo vediamo. Era qua, dove? Ah, è questo.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security
Sono tutti sabotati.
Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Sta continuando a sabotare roba, in poche parole. Parla con la Turian e sconvolta. Datapad. Tenente, in base al rapporto di DC sembra che non abbiamo fatto progressi per quanto riguarda la creazione di una testa di pompe in un settore qualsiasi. Senza una ricognizione decente e senza ulteriori informazioni sul nemico temo che i nostri sforzi siano destinati a rimanere futili. I rischi che affrontiamo e la continua emorragia di risorse e vite ormai sono difficilmente giustificabili. Considerate il morale, dobbiamo ridurre le aspettative di successo di nuovo, che è Kandros, al Turian che abbiamo conosciuto prima. Missione di squadra d'assalto,
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
E c'è sta Turian, Mariette.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last.
Cuffie che si sconnettono, e suo marito arrestato e rischia l'esilio per un crimine che non ha fatto. Deve essere un crimine grave. Che tipo di crimine? Che tipo di crimine, diciamo?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Certo, forse una volta... Certo, dai.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Ok, ma non lo facciamo ora. Allora andiamo sulla principale. Andiamo da Sam.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await
Ma come ritorna da Sam? È la domanda.
Nexus Control, I'm getting some odd automated requests from the station systems. Some sort of redundant power relay.
Non so come ritornare da Sam. Ah, qui c'è una porta. Devo prendere il tram, no? Qua c'è Cora, che sta a fare Cora?
Hey there. You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
La Addison emisse simpatie, reazione comprensibile. Qual era la Addison? Niente di tragico. Ah, la Addison emisse simpatie, diciamo.
Yeah, meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Ah, certo. Solo che ho la brutta sensazione che se io vado avanti con la missione principale, questo è qua poi non le completo. Perché? Tu dirai. Perché poi ci saranno altre priorità. Quindi, visto che le ho prese ora, completiamo. Sabotaggio alla stazione. Dobbiamo trovare il sabotatore.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All
Mercante di armi.
requests are currently on hold until
Ok, tanto non ho credito.
power coupling is complete.
Sergente hacker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, a murderer. Wife's here all the time.
Ah, questa è quella della
She told me
missione.
her sob story. Milken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first
Questa
murder.
moglie sei innocente, non sono qui per questo. Non sono qui per questo.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Può capitare di litigare e poi l'hanno trovato morto. Può capitare di litigare.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
È terribile, quindi non volevi. È terribile.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Arrenditi, le prove saranno le chiavi, le prove saranno le chiavi.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Parla con Kandros.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power
Weapons
draw
and
is
stuff.
now at 100.
I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Perché devo pagare, diciamo?
Ouch! Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Va bene. Operazioni, no? Zona scoperta.
Procedures are now complete.
C'è pure un'arma. Fucile a pompa. Ah, qui ci sono i messaggi. A Tyron Kandros, già lontano, direttore dell'iniziativa Andromeda. Kandros, come sai, durante la tua assenza sul Nexus si è verificato un monitoramento. La situazione è degenerata rapidamente, ma crediamo che tutto sia iniziato un incendio nella sala idroponica e un furto in armeria. Le motivazioni della rivolta sono diverse. Il fattore folle ha certamente giocato un suo ruolo, ma per il leader, compreso il tuo predecessore, ex capo della sicurezza Sloan Kelly, si può apertamente parlare di tradimento. La catalogazione e la riparazione dei danni causati da Sloan e dai suoi durante la rivolta sono state estremamente frammentarie. Scorte rubate, attrezzature danneggiate, cose del genere. Speravo che la milizia potesse occuparsi della cosa, stilando un rapporto ufficiale. Se vogliamo avere una speranza di sopravvivere è fondamentale che sappiamo di che cosa possiamo disporre. Direttore Tan. Re, controllo i danni. Già lontano, direttore, va bene, tira in canto. Direttore Tani, il mio personale deve concentrarsi sulla difesa della sezione. Non può occuparsi di fare l'inventario. Se davvero ha bisogno della supervisione della milizia, dirò al sergente Elsi di dare un'occhiata. Tutto questo, a quanto mi risulta, fra gli esuli c'era più gente di Calix che di Sloan. Non è Sloan, non lo so come si pronuncia. Non è stato lui a dare inizio al monitoramento. Kandros. A Tyron Kandros da già lontani. Selix Corvannis avrà anche iniziato la rivolta, ma Sloan si è schierato apertamente dalla parte dei ribelli. So che lei aveva una grande considerazione di te, ma mi auguro che riuscirà a essere imparziale nell'ambito di questo incarico. Direttore danni. Controllo danni. Sloan Kelly non è la persona che pensavo che fosse, non ci sarà alcun problema. Kandros. Controllo danni. Sempre la risposta da parte di già lontana a Kandros. Bene, allora non avrai nulla da incontrare per invitare una squadra di ricognizione che agisca in modo discreto per scoprire dove si sono nascosti Sloan e gli esuli. Quando inizieremo ad attuare realmente le attività di colonizzazione non voglio avere brutte sorprese. Direttore Tan. La risposta a Tan da Kandros. Inoltre il rapporto della squadra di ricognizione 232. Ci sono poche tracce, abbiamo trovato quelli che sembrano essere gli accampamenti abbandonati dei sistemi Pfeiffer. Nessun occupante, soltanto qualche tomba. Fra i caduti c'era la cospiratrice Irida. Nessuna notizia di Sloan Kelly.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Professor Eric. Ci si può parlare con questo?
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Posso dirmi a voi di cosa vi occupate? Di cosa vi occupate?
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Capo Lucan.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Non vedo l'ora, io.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Va bene. Professor Eric.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Sembra interessante.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Vabbè, è quello che faccio sempre, continuo a scansionare sempre. Dottoressa Ridani.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Non scoraggiarti, resta concentrato, non scoraggiarti.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And I need to know.
Carico scienziati che è scomparso.
Report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Questo terminale sembra impazzito. Proposta finale. Profferi che altri. Dato che siamo per definizione specie invasiva di Andromeda, le nostre inevitabili impronte verranno lasciate con cautela e dobbiamo preservare ogni cosa che andiamo a cambiare. Il settore Helios rappresenta una sfida inattesa. Noi siamo giunti qui con archivi, semi e banche di DNA per riprodurre la biodiversità della Via Lattea, ma abbiamo trovato un settore devastato dal flagello, con flora e fauna minacciati dalla sua aggressione. Anche questi elementi devono essere conservati. Note patch, capo, ottimizzato l'interfaccia del fattore. Vabbè, queste sono. Attenzione alla fauna di Andromeda, ok. Ma qui c'è Liam.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Non sottovalutiamo, potrebbe essere morti, non sottovalutiamo.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
Un po' me la faccio sotto, risolveremo tutto. Risolveremo tutto.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Posso.
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserves shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it. It's quieter here. Still get opinions, of course.
What about...
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is the standout, but none of them have made friends.
Mi fa incazzare, tu chi preferisci? Tu chi preferisci già?
Who would you say is actually measuring...
My dad would say elections were rubbish, because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job. Ryder?
Ok. Fin quando non fanno così come gli altri Mass Effect, si vede che cosa da dire.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Mi stai affidando le loro vite, utilizzarle per cosa? Mi stai affidando le loro vite.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Cosa fanno? Così si ricerca nemiche. Identifica la spia. Saboca le operazioni nemiche. Puoi usare squadre e salto solo in missioni in sostegno all'iniziativa Andromeda. Se non è successo c'è un XP e danno ricompense al rider. Se falliscono gli XP ottenuti calano molto e non vi sono ricompense. Apex è la squadra d'assalto più esperta e si occupa delle missioni più impegnative. Scegli una missione e premi spazio per inviare Apex. I progressi sono trovati talmente prima della via del multigiocatore. A quel punto vestirai i panni di agente Apex nella squadra dei pochi elementi. Le missioni Apex si disputano nel multigiocatore con i tuoi amici o tramite matchmaking e puoi ottenere ricompense a squadre d'assalto per rider e bonus aggiuntivi. Queste missioni sono disponibili per squadre d'assalto. Seleziona una missione con spazio per inviare una squadra d'assalto. Torna a controllare il giorno per trovare nuove missioni. Ah, le posso affrontare sia io che mandare squadre d'assalto. Casse di crediti bronzo, questi materiali bronzo. Casse di materiali bronzo. Viene a squadra assalto. Romeo livello 1. Cosa ci mette 4 ore? Con lui ci dobbiamo riparlare.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ.
Vabbè, d'accordo, non
Excuse the
posso
mess.
discutere i risultati.
This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others
Natanus.
that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Caso di omicidio.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Non ti sembra di esagerare? È stato giudicato colpevole. È stato giudicato colpevole, dice.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
E nessuno gli ha creduto, mi sembra importante. Nessuno gli ha creduto?
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Viaggio ad Andromeda. Vabbè, ci ha
What brought you
risposto,
out
ci ha
here
dato
to
quello che
Andromeda?
voleva.
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega.
Ah,
Everyone was
Irene.
proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Nirine certo la conosciamo. Era una sua parente, quindi il tuo ruolo.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
Sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Condizioni dei Turi. No,
Are
mi
the other
scrive.
Turians managing?
But it's hard to focus with our
Ah no,
arms.
l'avevo cliccato bene, mi sembra che sia
Are
cliccato
the other
altro.
Turians managing?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
I Ket.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Supporto della milizia.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
Sì, ce l'avevo già detto. Arrivederci.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Ok.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now
Ah, guarda, dove eravamo stato prima, il mercante di armi. Questi qua li abbiamo controllati tutti, sto. I scienziati qua. Ok, questo per ora è il Nexus, cioè non c'è altro. Parete informativa.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You
Era questa
and all
Jean
your
Garce.
colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
I miei dati personali.
You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Il personale.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrion Kandros.
Stato del Nexus.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Stato di visibilità.
Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Processo di
The
selezione.
selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Disconnessione. Questo qua è tutto davanti a tutti, sta dicendo questo praticamente. Fa ridere che è così davanti a tutti. Ah, è di sotto che devo andare. Trovare il sabotatore. Ma devo prendere tipo il tram. Se prendo questo vado da sempre sicuro, vabbè. Vediamo. Visto. Di sicuro non siamo qui. Ponte abitativo c'era scritto poi. Non lo so. Ah, qui è Sam.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Ma questa è la cabina di suo padre. Libri.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
SSV Norman di SR2.
Access to Sam node has now been
Modellino. Macchina del caffè.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Sistema di archiviazione.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Registri generali. Partenza dalla Via
The day
Lattea.
is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Archeologa Sari. Dottoressa Liarazzoni.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Liara Tassoni, huh? She studied the Protheans.
I'm gonna show
When
him
my team
bene.
used to dig up artifacts, we debate her work.
Chissà se è ancora
She
viva.
had some pretty controversial theories, as I recall. Never gained much traction.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Messaggio 1 del 3
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
Messaggio 2 del 3
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Ultimo messaggio.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Scott. Dr. Tapero says he'll be fine, but he's my son. How can I not worry? I hate to leave him like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
ISO criptato 1.
That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time.
Disconnessione. Sì, col tempo magari. Estratto audio.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
In realtà poi l'ha visto pure di persona il Protean, però quello è rinvenuto dopo. Eccola qua, questo è il sabotatore in teoria. Zara Kellis.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here, I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up...
può essere.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Pattle's. A third party seems likely.
Siete stati ingannati con depistaggio? Siete stati ingannati.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Non ti preoccupare, ce ne occupiamo. Lani.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
Le cose miglioreranno, chi te l'ha detto? Chi te l'ha detto?
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
E la tua famiglia?
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Perché sei qui?
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Così sembra qui.
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Ci sta. Alla prossima.
Have to go now.
You be careful out there.
Trovarte chiuso, non c'è nulla. Ok. Vediamo i filmati delle telecamere. Dove li trovo? Di qua. Ma devo tornare indietro. Ok. Ma? Ah, qui operazioni. Devo andare dall'altra parte. Ah, ma quindi lo clicco lì su dove voglio andare. Scusa, fammi controllare.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now
Ah, ok, ora l'ho capito. Mai nella sicurezza. Giorno 523. Rilevate stabilità in accesso alla rete. Orario danneggiato. Riproduzione danneggiato. Attivo.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
523. Rivelata ancora instabilità. Orario danneggiato. Riproduzione danneggiato.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Qualcosa non quadra. Rivelata ancora instabilità. Hai visto? 3 giorni di fila.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Quindi scansione del personale di sicurezza del Nexus. Trasferito sull'Hyperion.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
This person is not a match.
Non è questo.
Inaccurate match.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until
Non sono questi. Nexus.
Negative match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is
Dale
Dale
Atkins.
reports to Candros' department, assigned to station security.
Che sta combinando questo?
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Ah, è così che lo chiami? Non credo proprio. Ah, è così che lo chiami, diciamo.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Posso capire, ma sei imperdonabile. Posso capire, ma... diciamo.
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Devi andartene, non sta a me, devi andartene, cioè.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Posso. Stronzo di Dale. Sono livellati, però non in questo momento. Primo assassino. Opzione, ascolta la registrazione, parla col testimone show. Allora, intanto andiamo qua.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Se voglio ascoltare l'audio devo andare. Questo è show? Questo è show. L'audio è di là.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Engineering update. We are working
Parla con la testimone show.
from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilkin murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Non capisco perché flasha così il gioco. C'è qualcosa che non quadra. Flasha con schermi neri, tipo, non capisco perché. Hai visto ancora? Devo cercare informazioni su sta cosa. Qualcosa non va. Aspetta un attimo. Ecco, flashing black screen. Questo lo dobbiamo risolvere. Devo usare il temporal AA. Ok. Se dice così, qui mi fido. Ok. Poi mi capita solo quando parlo con la gente. Quando sto così a giocare no. Se si è fissato.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder.
Oh man, I thought that was over with.
Not yet.
Well, it's telling. I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then
Ok,
in the
ora non sto a fa
sandstorm,
più.
I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
C'erano dei cat sul posto?
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Nilken era dispiaciuto?
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Perché il capo era stupito?
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Eri d'accordo con il capo?
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Grazie.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
C'è anche ragione. Lo dovete recuperare subito il cadavere. Non ho capito perché l'avete lasciato là sotto. Boh. Cioè, è un possibile caso di omicidio e poi lasciate il cadavere lì.
Something I can help you with?
C'è dell'altro un attimo. Ho visto che c'era cose opzionali. Opzionale, ascolta la registrazione. Ecco.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
Ma già questa l'ho ascoltata.
We're taking it back! No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Ma questa l'avevo già ascoltata. Beh. Perché non si era salvato prima, mi sa. Parliamo con Tan.
Something I can help you with?
Accusa di omicidio di Nilk.
I'm looking into the Nilkin-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS, retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pat's business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Non sono certa sia stato lui. Il corpo potrà rivelare molto. Il corpo potrà rivelare
The more
molto.
certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all.
Ok, esamina le prove dell'omicidio. Non riesco mo, mi sa. Dobbiamo sbloccare, mi sa, la mappa, che sicuramente succederà per viaggiare. Ok, e per ora qui è risolto, tra virgolette. Qua pure, questa qua non possiamo farla. Ovviamente. Questo conoscere il Nexus cos'è? Parla con te, parla con Cash. È l'ultima che mi manca. Dove sta? L'unico posto dove non sono andato forse è questo, in effetti.
Please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Dalla parte. A beneficio sempre della solita merda. A beneficio dei posti nel caso dell'iniziativa Pollisca. Nexus è una tentativo circola. Mi piace il modo di fare i TAN. Per non dire che non è evidente quanto disprezzi. Che non dire che è evidente quanto disprezzi Krogan. Credo che abbia delle buone intenzioni alla fine. Ma ciò che non toglie il fatto che sia un opportunista pronto a cercare a creare malumori. Se nessuno farà qualcosa, le cose non andranno bene per il Nexus. Sto già riuscendo a spingere l'Addison su posizioni radicali. Sta preparando le difese. Forse potrei parlare di tutto questo a Kendros, se non altro per cercare di coordinarci meglio fra noi. Quanto odio queste cose.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Cash.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing.
Comunque questa è una
At least with
femmina,
the
sicuro.
Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Dove sono i Krogan?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
L'accordo Krogan con Ten.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Perché sei rimasta qui?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Parlami del Nexus.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Gian Garson.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster.
Gian.
Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Altri problemi nel Nexus.
I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's... My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
La genofagia. Vediamo che
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Ah, sono partiti prima di quello che è successo a Shepard. Con Shepard, allora. Ah. Ok. Coinvolgimento salario.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Possibilità di una cura.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Il tuo lavoro.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Parole è tutto.
Nothing more for now.
Ok. A sto punto oggi ora andiamo a parlare con Sam. Andiamo a comunicare con Sam. Vediamo che c'ha da dirci. E per oggi chiudo qui. Lo so, oggi è stato più un parla. Abbiamo esplorato il Nexus. Abbiamo fatto qualche missione secondaria. Aspettate. Non c'è nulla da dirci ancora, nulla. Ponte abitati. Comunque ha risolto sto temporale, ha risolto sti stuttering di schermo nero, di black screen. Non mi spuntano più. Era l'FX che facevo fare lo stuttering, mi sa schermi neri, visto no? Ora è tutto a posto. E quando parli con la gente più che altro, quando ci sono i dialoghi.
Hello Sarah, welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Non nascondermi niente, perché questa segretezza? Non nascondermi niente, cioè.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father
Interessante.
preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Qualcuno potrebbe spaventarsi. La segretezza genera paranoia. La segretezza genera paranoia. O qualcuno potrebbe spaventarsi. La segretezza genera paranoia.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious, like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Ah. Wow, ma sei solo un computer, sarà doloroso, però comando io. Sarà doloroso, diciamo.
Okay, well, just as long as it doesn't hurt.
The only pain is that which life provides. As I've discovered, this can be a lesson in itself.
It's one I'd rather avoid. So where do we go from here?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Ah,
Perhaps
perché?
so when you
Appunto.
asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed.
Okay.
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Ah, questa è la classe. È la classe. Ho capito. E la posso scegliere solo una volta. I profili permette segni di configurare l'impianto radio per garantire prestazioni per in battaglia. Seleziona un profilo a premi spazi per attivarlo. Ah no, bonus grado 1. Ah, non posso attivarla perché devo sbloccare più poteri. Ah, interesting. Questa classe mi dà più. Vabbè. Scusa, sempre.
Welcome back, Sarah.
Posizione di Sam.
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
Il mio impianto.
What more can you tell me about...
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field.
Questo può
This raw
aiutare.
data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Esatto.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Attenzione.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything?
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
Condizioni di mio fratello.
Do you know anything more about Scott's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing Scott with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
Capacità di Sam.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How did my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Esistono altri Sam?
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced Sam in the initiative.
Relazione simbiotica?
What did he mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
Vabbè, ci siamo potenziati. Però lui vive le nostre esperienze praticamente. In poche parole, in 2 parole detta facile facile. Ma se io voglio cambiare la classe, come faccio? Seleziona gruppo, no. No. Come faccio a cambiare la classe io? Boh, poi vedremo. Però sono obbligato a usare... Vabbè, praticamente siamo pronti per la spedizione, per la prima spedizione. Nulla, salviamo qua. Nuovo slot vuoto. E si vedrà domani, si partirà per la prima spedizione allora. Vediamo come si cambia classe comunque. Ah, sono chiamati profili. Oh, ok. La classe soldato mi dà 10% danni armi, precisione armi, assistenza a danni, capienza caricatore armi. E come faccio a cambiare armi? Non ho capito come faccio, qua non c'è nulla. Mi sa che per ora non posso cambiarle. Vabbè. Vediamo, per ora non ho trovato nulla che me le fa cambiare. Nemmeno dove c'era il negozio di armi. Vabbè, vediamo. Per oggi chiudo qui.